Hey, Six Gun Trap coming, yo. Hope y'all doing all right out there. Um, had a little bit of rain in Georgia here today. It's doing eased up now a little bit. But anyway, wanted to get on here and give my take on Ruger new Vaqueros. And I might be a little biased on this because I'm a big fan of Ruger, and Ruger new Vaquero is my favorite single action. Got my 5.5 inch tallow engraved edition, stainless, 45 coat of course, beautiful single action, beautiful engraving on this one. But just wanted to get on here and give my take on them. One reason they're my favorite is the durability of them. And I'm a shooter, not really a collector. Personally, I've never had one break, never had to send one back, and that's any Ruger. I've heard stories and um, seen some things online or whatever, but personally, never had anything go wrong with the Ruger. Far as performance, I'd say top of the line. Um, but anyway, I know a lot of y'all have got the Colt single actions and clones out there, and like them for the authenticity, and that's great. I've got my Colt single action. Had always wanted one, was lucky enough to get one. And like I said, they're great. But one thing with heavy use in a Colt or a clone, sometimes little springs, and different things will break in them. And they're not that really hard to change, and they've got a lot of parts out now, that um are a little more durable than some of the original parts in them. So that's always a good thing. So that's not really a big deal. But I just like the fact that I've never had one of these break on me. But one thing too, other than looks, these this and a Colt or a clone have nothing in common other than looks. Internally, there are two different guns. Completely different. They came out with these in '93, and they was on the large Black Hawk frames. Um, and the cowboy action shooting was starting to get hot in the early 2000s, and they was complaining about them being so big, and they tanks. I've had them in the past, and I like these a lot better. But anyway, they did away with them in 2003, I think, and then they came out with the new Vaquero. Um, Slim down, still a tad bigger than a Colt, um, but not near as bulky as the original ones. So kind of the way my take on it is it's a improvement over the 73. You got the transfer bar so you can carry all six, and like I said, more durable. Don't have to worry about anything breaking on them pretty much. And I'm not saying they are 73 because they're not. They wasn't meant to be. Like I said, they were meant to be improvement over the 73. So kind of what you got is something that looks like a 73, but just better in my opinion. And these is on, like I said, these is on the smaller frame, so they're like the flat top Black Hawks. The grips, you got the same grip frame on the new Vaqueros and the flat top Black Hawk. The grips are interchanged, so like I said, the grip frame's the same and about pretty much the same size. Um, but um, and some people don't consider. I guess you could call these New West six guns. Some people, like I said, like the Colts and clones for authenticity and don't consider these old West guns, and they're not. Like I said, they're not authentic. They weren't meant to be. So I guess you could call them New West, but they're still a Western gun when you get right down to it. If you ask me, and like I said, I'm a shooter, not a collector. So a lot of times I'm on here saying these old guns. And the only vintage gun I have is that Colt. So these is pretty much all of my guns are new current production guns, but I just call them old guns. I guess what I'm trying to say is they're still in the spirit of the old Western guns. Is kind of how I look at it. But anyway, just wanted to get on here and give my take on the new Vaqueros. Hope y'all have a good one.